on, guys? Getting back to you with another farming simulator gameplay video once again. For only just a little bit of the video though. Um, we are starting out this upload with one part of the video being a little content of Farming Simulator 25, and I figured with the new year starting, and since I went another year 2024 without uploading any kind of lawn care content or any kind of content of us in the field, um, other than doing a little bit of some tillage work. I would start off the year with uploading a lawn care vlog along with some FS25 gameplay. So go ahead, and we're gonna have a 2-in-1 video here, and yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and make this a 2-in-1 video to kind of just start things out here with 2025 officially starting, and really hoping that I can make this year a little bit better. Not only for me, but for my channel, for um, my family, and just 2024 was not a good year for us all, me and my family, and so I'm just really hoping that 2025 is our year. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. So for FS25. My career save game is on the U.S. Farmers map, and that's the map we're going to be playing on here today. Got some mods here downloaded. We're going to go ahead and get started here. So this video that's going to be uploaded, or I guess I shouldn't say uploaded. The other half of this video is going to be a lawn care vlog that I recorded and that I had made during the fall. So the grass is, I looked at the video, and just a heads up, the grass is going to look like it is dead, but believe me, it is not dead. It's just because of the way the light was shining on it and the angle of my camera. It just made it look like the grass was already dead and dormant, but it was not. Trust me, I would not have been there mowing if it was completely dead and dormant. So that being said, I wanted to let you guys know about that because it is going to be noticeable. But I did make a lawn care vlog, but unfortunately I was not able to. I just didn't have the time, and I was having fits with my computer and all that other good stuff, not being able to upload videos. So if it ain't one thing, it's another. If it ain't me, being busy and constantly doing something, it's my computer or something else. So it's always something. So that is why I am going to make this a 2-in-1 video so that you guys can see a little bit of FS25 and then lawn care as well. Okay, so this is the U.S. Farms map. And before we get into this video here, I need to make some adjustments to the audio. So we're going to go here so you guys can hear me a little bit better and everything is not blaring. And let's go down. Let's see here. Let's do that. Okay, so this is the U.S. Farms map that I have, and I've already downloaded a quote-unquote, it's not really a mod, but, well, I guess it would be a mod, but I can run and I can jump, kind of like the Superman mod in FS22. So can't fly, all I can do is just run and jump. But just to kind of give you guys a pretty good idea of just how big this map is, go ahead and climb up here. This whole field right here, basically all the way down to where that tree is where I have the cursor, goes all the way across into the back, over and over to the road, along that road, and then it comes up here behind my farm. So I actually made this farm from scratch. I put everything right here. This was part of the field at one point in time before I started. But I went ahead and I moved everything over here because I found that where they have you start off in this map, which is right there, that little concrete slab over there, once you demolish something, you cannot build on it. And I tried every single thing from trying to buy it to seeing if I was just doing something wrong, and that was just not the case at all. So for some reason, I don't know what it is, not really too sure why, but yeah, once you demolish something over there on that concrete slab where I have my cursor, you cannot rebuild because you don't quote unquote own it. Like I've said, tried buying it. It will not allow you to do anything here on the grass strip, so that is why there's no driveway right here. But once I got everything built, I just so happened to be looking, and right down here on the other side of the field, there was a driveway already that I probably could have used. But I had everything already built, so I was not going to worry about it at this point. So, fortunately, I do not have a driveway to drive across. I have to drive across grass, but it is what it is. So, we're going to go over here real quick. So, like I say, when you first start on this map, you have a couple of buildings here, you have some equipment, you have a house, and there's your driveway to said property. I demolished everything and I just restarted over there where I have my farm now. Um, just for the simple fact that, yeah, like I've said twice already, sorry to sound repetitive here, folks, but once I had everything demolished here, um, I could not rebuild. And like I said, I tried to buy it like you do on here, and there's just no way to buy the grass, no matter where you click or what you do. But um, for some reason, I don't know why they don't allow you to own this, or or I'm not really too sure why. Um, but that was why I ended up over here on this farm. So, and there was some things that I wanted to upgrade anyway. So I was just, since you can't buy this, it was just a matter of time to where I was going to eventually have to move and start from scratch, which it's no big deal. So this is where you start. And then I'm trying to remember, you own just a few fields, and I believe it's these three small ones right here. But don't quote me on that, I can't remember completely. So you own a couple, not many. And then right over here is where you buy all your equipment. This is the shop right here where all of your purchases show up. So that is where everything that's where everything goes. And then the elevator that I go to sell all of my grain is right over here. Right there's the pit. Right there you can pull up onto the pit, you can dump. yeah, there's some small fields in here, and then there's some big fields in here. So pretty pretty decent selection of both in here, I would say, between big and small. Overall, in my opinion, from what the amount of time that I have played in FS25, I have, in my opinion, I have found that the maps that come with the game are not the greatest. Uh, I was not a fan of the maps that came pre-gamed into the game itself. So which is why I was glad I was able to, um, which is why I was glad I was able to find a different map to play on because I was not a fan of the other ones. I do like the fact that there is deer equipment in here still. The multi-fruit bin that I had before, I really enjoyed that too. That is in here. I really do like that. I like the house, and just like the fact that there is some different stuff in here from FS22. The barns could be a little bit better. The one that I'm actually standing on is a mod, but unfortunately, it is not. It is not as big as I thought it was going to be. The door is 50 foot wide, but yeah, not as big as I thought it was going to be. And I think this is the biggest barn that I have on the game. So this is where all the equipment goes, and then all the tools, like my planters, tillage tractor, or tillage equipment, all that good stuff, goes over here in this barn. So that's why I have two. Really hoping that we can get something bigger, so that way I can store everything in one barn instead of two. But overall, I'd have to say, I would say overall that the game is definitely worth buying. Um, definitely like the graphics. I really like the auto steer, the way they have the auto steer set up in here. How you don't have to create lines anymore. You show up to the field, and the AB lines are already pre-programmed into the game. So it's just a matter of showing up to the field, and then they show up. I really like the fact that you can decide how many headlands you want to do. Um, also like that you can pick like whichever direction you want to farm it. And then the AI workers, I was a little skeptical on when I first used them. But the more that I used the AI workers and the more I watched them work, the more I understood why they do what they do. Um, so I have used both. I tend to use the auto steer a little bit more than I do the AI. When I get into bigger fields like this is when I tend to use the AI workers, but when I'm over here in these smaller fields over here, I'm usually running the equipment myself just because it doesn't take me very long. um, I really like how in the auto steer you're able to not only just change the direction and do the number of headlands, but I also like that you can see your next pass all the time. So you can see how many passes that there's going to be on the map, and you can basically um, count how many passes there are in that field. That's kind of nifty. You do have to be a little bit careful. You don't want to get too rambunctious when it comes to creating fields. I have found that if the fields that you've created have too much curvature in them, that the guidance, the auto steering tends to have a little bit more of a struggle when it comes to creating uh, the uh, the lines for your guidance steering. I did find that out the hard way, unfortunately. But yeah, overall, I'm really pleased with the way that FS25 is. Really pleased with how some of the upgrades and some of the different things they put in the game. It's it's gonna be like every other FS that you play. With time, there's gonna be better mods that come out. There's gonna be updates. There's going to be better things that you'll be able to do as the game progresses. A lot of people are talking bad about FS25 and saying how they like FS22. Well, you also have to remember that FS22 has been out for a few years now, and there's a lot of mods, there's a lot of maps, there's a lot of things that you can do to the game to make it better, versus FS25 has only been out for a couple of months. It just got released in November, so it's only been released for about 2 months or so. So, me and my personal opinion, just like every other farming simulator, I believe that with time, it's going to get better. So, um, I am going to be patient, and I'm going to take the risk and wait, and hopefully it'll get better. I've been playing FS since 2013 came out, so I know that with time it's going to get better. So as far as equipment goes, I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick equipment tour. And I do apologize. I don't know if you guys can hear the clock in the background. Um, I inherited a grandmother clock, so I have that in my living room. So I'm really hoping that it is not too loud. It just stopped. It just stopped ringing. So if you guys do hear it throughout my videos from here on out, I do apologize. I do a lot of my recording in my living room. When I am playing, I just sit in my recliner and make videos this way. So right now, right here, we have 2 cab over internationals, and we have those hooked up to 2 double trailer combos here. Each have 2 hoppers on each hookup. So these hook up separately, so you can actually unhook the back and pull the front. And then obviously you can pull it all as one unit, just like it is right now. So, back here in the other barn, I got my tillage tools and my planters. I have 3 Kinsey planters right here, and then I have 2 field cultivators and 2 high-speed discs. The reason that I have the Kinsey planters, I do have a deer planter on here that I downloaded. But the deer planter that I have does not have a fertilizer tank on it. The Kinsey does, so that's why I stuck with the Kinsey planter that came with the game. So, and then I got my power washer right here for power washing. And then not all my equipment is here, but I got my sprayer, and that's definitely going to get upgraded to a deer when a deer sprayer comes out. And then I have my 3 8RX 410 John Deere tractors on tracks, what I use for planting. And then out here I have 4 X9 1100s. I have 2 of them right here hooked up to 50-foot Draper heads right here. And then we have the multi-fruit grain setup right here. Then across the street, just for the heck of it, I put the combines over here because this is the closest cornfield that I have, is over here on the other side of this house. My other 2 X9s, and then I have them hooked up to 2 John Deere 627Cs. So those are over here. And that's pretty much all of my equipment right now. I did have some quad track tractors at one point in time, but I went ahead and I got rid of those, and I'm going to get something different here. So the next go around, we'll definitely have something different for tillage tractors. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and end the video here with FS25. And we're going to head over here to the other half of the video and get some lawn care content going for you to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this portion of the video. Now we're going to go ahead and get on to the other portion.